Hey book lovers, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing 5-star books that I've read so far in 2025. Normally I review one book per video, but this time I'm combining 5-star books into one video to see if you like it. Take a sec and tell me in the comments if you like book wrap-ups or if you prefer one book review per video. And be sure to watch to the end of the video to find out which books almost made the cut. Hi, I'm Nancy Basile, mystery author. My latest book, Bright Girl, is a detective story set in a small town. You can find it using the link in the description below. And hey, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe it, and I couldn't have done it without you. So when we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to host a live video with giveaways. So share this video and let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Now, back to those 5-star books. Let's break them down. First up is Story of My Life, the newest romance from Lucy Score. Set in Story Lake, Pennsylvania, it's a tiny, struggling town with quirky charm and a whole lot of characters. And Hazel's new home is run down and raccoon infested. She buys a historic house as a fixer-upper. It's got the typical tight-knit community that Lucy scores so great at writing. The characters. Hazel Hart is a once successful, now blocked romance novelist. She's got a lot of wit and charm that shine through even after a bad breakup. Campbell Bishop is her grumpy, rugged contractor with a protective streak and hidden emotional depth and a kind of sad backstory that slowly comes to the surface. And of course, they're surrounded by lovable, quirky characters typical of Lucy Score books. The story. After a big divorce and possible career failure, Hazel leaves Manhattan and moves to Story Lake. She ends up with this falling down house. As you can imagine, there's a lot of romance and a lot of handsome men and a funny best friend. And she ends up being on the town council, which also spurs her into action to help the town rebuild its economy. And along the way, she discovers a little bit of a mystery. It's a lot of fun. Next up is Wild Side by Elsie Silver, which I loved. This is a steamy small town romance with a bit of an edge. The setting is Rose Hill, which we've seen in the 2 books prior to this one. And it's very similar to Chestnut Hill, her other series. It's a small town set in rustic Canada. Tabitha, who we met in the last book, is a fierce and protective woman. She's willing to set everything aside for her family. Reese Dupree, her fake marriage husband, is brooding and mysterious, and his career, like we saw in the last book, remains a mystery that comes out and was such a wonderful surprise. I loved both of these characters regardless of the pain in their past. What ends up happening? Well, as we found out in the last book, which I believe was Wild Eyes, Tabitha's sister Erica dies, leaving her with her nephew Milo. But it turns out that Erica also promised guardianship to Reese. So the two of them go head to head to battle for who ends up with Milo, but at the same time realize that they're a lot more alike than they thought. It is a sweet, sweet romance built on friendship and trust. It's sort of slow burn, but there's enough going on that it really didn't leave me wanting more. I liked this one the best in the series. All right, let's shift gears with Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, a YA urban fantasy that kind of blew me away. And I know I've been sleeping on this for a while, but I finally got to it and wow, did I love it. The setting is UNC Chapel Hill, and there are secret magical societies. The Southern Gothic atmosphere provides moody forests and hidden libraries and mystic rituals that are ancient and powerful. As for the characters, Bree, the heroine, is super smart and bold and carrying an enormous weight with secrets and the grief of losing her mom. Then you've got Nick, the charming elite guy that also has some secrets that she ends up falling for. Then there's Selwyn, the mage or the Merlin who has some secrets that they uncover, but he's the dark and brooding one. And I gotta say, I'm not sure which guy I'm rooting for more. So the plot, I don't want to say a whole lot because I don't want to give too much away, but she discovers that she has powers and actually has more than one power. And while she's trying to discover this, a whole other secret war is going on that she gets pulled into. And that's how she learns about this secret King Arthur society. Finally is Top Secret by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. This is an romance that starts off with some anonymous messaging in an app and ends up with a whole lot of feels. It's set on the college campus with dorms and frat parties and a little bit of a side hustle for one of our characters. It's about Keaton and Luke, who are complete opposites. Keaton is preppy and sunshine, and Luke is the scrappy guy who's rough around the edges trying to make ends meet. One is more experienced than the other, which leads to a lot of great discovery. The story is that they're messaging each other on the app because Keaton's girlfriend wants a threesome. Keaton has no idea that his roomie and the grumpy guy next door is the guy he's messaging. And once they figure that out, it's this wonderful, hot, steamy, but very heartfelt story about how the two of them overcome their obstacles and about a bi-awakening that Keaton didn't even know it was there. I promise, though, it's super sexy and fun and not too angsty. And the threesome part is handled very well. So there you have it, 4 books that are 5-star reads. Now, which books didn't make the cut? Honorable mention goes to these 4-star reads. We've got The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy, Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey, Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, Daydream by Hannah Grace, and The Path to Loving Him by Megan Quinn. What's your latest 5-star read? Tell me in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video helpful, any of these reviews mean you're going to add books to your TBR, give this video a thumbs up and then share it with your friends. And after that, subscribe because it's free and you'll get more book content just like this. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers and I can't wait to give away some prizes when we hit that number. Thanks for watching.